All right, Chase, you've had a couple of days to digest what your team was able to do in the opening round. What are your thoughts as you look back?
Yeah, it was obviously an exciting first round and not an easy one, that's for sure. Every game was pretty rough out there. It was a battle, and really happy to come away with a win, obviously, and have a couple days here to rest and regroup and get ready for round two.
Clearly an adjustment from the regular season to the playoffs for everybody, and you learned a little bit, it seemed, as a team in the early games of the series. Do you feel like now you've found a way that the team needs to play to be effective?
I think so. I think that as long as we stick to the system and stick to our routes, it's been the same story all year. Whenever we do that and worry about ourselves and not so much who we're playing against, I think that's when we have success. And as long as we're doing the right things and everyone's doing their job, that's usually when good things happen.
Pascal Vincent has talked a little bit about the fact that the playoffs are a time for players to rewrite their stories for the season. 7 points in the first round. Are you rewriting your story?
I don't know. I think obviously it's exciting whenever you can help the team contribute, but playoff time it's all about winning. It doesn't matter who's the leading scorer, who gets points, who gets goals. It doesn't really matter as long as at the end of the day you're coming away with the 2 points. I know it sounds cliche, but obviously at playoffs it's all that matters is who goes on to the next round and whoever can help their team win. Obviously it's great, and we need the whole team just like we did in that first round. I thought everybody stepped up. We used the full bench. Everybody contributed, and that's what it's going to take at this time of the year.
I know you talked a little bit earlier about the fact that you want to concentrate on your team as opposed to the other team, but can you just give us some thoughts on maybe differences style-wise between Grand Rapids and Rockford?
Obviously Rockford has a different team, I feel like, as of late than what we've faced throughout the year, and they have a lot of NHL experience, and that helps. Obviously this time of the year it's important to have veteran guys, and Grand Rapids, it was like I said, it was a rough series. It wasn't easy. I know a lot of guys were banged up and banged up on their side as well, so it was a head-to-head matchup every night, and expecting more of the same, but obviously they're a fast-paced team in Rockford and a lot of skill, and expecting another good series.
Anything different mindset-wise about a best-of-7 versus a best-of-5?
No, I think all season long you got to pretend like it's the playoffs anyways, every single game. I've been saying this all year long, is you got to take it day by day, every single day, whether it's practice or whether it's a game. Obviously it's nice to have goals and plan ahead for the future, but you got to be in the present, especially this time of the year, and just take it day by day and win by win, and just keep competing.
Really only one more, Chase. Mitch was very thorough. But you've talked earlier this year about, as one of the guys that's been around here for a few years and obviously some tough times, I guess how rewarding is this to now get this stage and to perform well on this stage? Is this sort of the moment that you've kind of been waiting for a few years?
Yeah, I think it's everything. I think obviously you want to play as long into the summer as you can, and unfortunately the last 2 seasons we didn't get to do that and didn't get to experience that. Obviously being in Portland, I was in the finals every single year and didn't really have a summer, and like I said, that's the reason you play a game. You want to win that final trophy. You want to keep competing as long as you can. That's the fun of it. And but yeah, it was a rough couple of years, I guess. It wasn't the outcome that we wanted, but I think it was all a learning experience, and I think the more adversity you go through, the better everything feels in the end. And with more opportunity, obviously it's a lot of fun to step up and have a bigger role, I think, in the playoffs. And obviously winning is fun, and ready to go for the second round for sure.
And I lied, just one more, but obviously you guys got off to a tremendous start this year. You were right on top of the whole league, but injuries and call-ups started to take their toll, and you could say you started to trend downward a little bit. Was there any concern you or within the room that maybe we'd peaked already and we were just going to kind of fizzle out here as the season went on?
I don't think so. I think that, like I said, whenever you go through adversity, it only makes you stronger. And obviously, throughout the past 2 seasons, there's been tons of guys injured or getting called up, or new guys coming in that have gotten called up. So I think you just got to adapt and adjust to whatever happens around you, and only control what you can control. And especially this time of the year, it doesn't really matter who's in the lineup or who's getting points. It's everyone needs to step up and bring their A game and come to battle.